On the night of November 27th, a fishing vessel ignited at the Changchong Border Trade Pier in Beihai, Guangxi. The blaze jumped to 8 surrounding boats, engulfing them totally. The situation was severe. Clips shared by netizens reveal violent fire and dense black smoke choking the sky, casting a red glare across the night. Some individuals were seen battling the blaze on site. Several people voiced their fears on social media. Seeing the fire at Beihai Pier before sleeping, I was truly worried. It felt terrible. It turns out multiple fishing boats were on fire. The damage is immense. I saw only videos of the pier inferno. Tomorrow is always uncertain. We never know what might strike first. We often think we have time, yet life is unpredictable. How many can't sleep tonight? Witnesses said the blaze started near 9:40 p.m. on the 27th. There was no one aboard then, and after the fire was out, the boats were reduced to skeletons. A witness noted that diesel and flammables made the fire worse, with thick smoke visible kilometers away. Fishermen evacuated the chaotic scene. A witness noted the fireboat was broken, delaying rescue. Fishery administration teams arrived too late to save the vessels, estimating millions in damages from the burnt boats. A resident heard blasts, possibly gas tanks. The fire burned until midnight. Fishermen scrambled to save their catch before the site was sealed. Beihai officials reported the fire extinguished by 1:20 a.m. on November 28th. No casualties were reported. The cause is under investigation. Netizens suspected a cover-up as videos vanished. Authorities often handle disasters quietly, minimizing reports or hiding details whenever possible. The government is known to downplay accident death tolls. On November 26th in Bozhou, Anhui, a massive blast shattered windows, deformed doors, and collapsed ceilings in residential homes. A primary school wall collapsed and vehicles were damaged. Videos show a mushroom cloud and scattered rubble. Footage reveals exposed rebar and widespread destruction across the ground. Surveillance 2 kilometers away recorded the blast and tremors. A resident blamed government mishandling of fireworks destruction. The video circulated for a day before official media finally reported it. On November 27th, officials stated an illegal fireworks site was found in Zhao Township on the 23rd. A third-party disposal on the 26th caused the loud noise and shock waves that damaged nearby windows. 4 people had minor scrapes. Netizens doubted the no-casualty claim given the explosion's power. Locals shared footage showing damage far worse than the official minor report. Residents reported a lockdown and police orders to delete videos. On November 27th, a blogger found the site sealed and an excavator leveling ruins, preventing anyone from entering. "I can only film outside. It's totally destroyed," one noted. Another commented that a friend was contacted by police for posting a fire video, warning others to be careful. Beyond these blasts, numerous unreported fires occurred across China. Netizen videos are quickly deleted. On November 28th, a large fire with thick smoke hit Shima village in Dongguan. On November 27th, fire struck Chongqing and a tech company in Taizhou, Zhejiang. Black smoke and fierce flames were visible for kilometers, spreading rapidly with an overpowering smell. Thick smoke turned into flames, consuming the roof. Videos show rapid growth, warping metal plates. Panicked workers and residents evacuated quickly, gathering outside to call for help. Fire trucks arrived at the scorched factory, but stored plastic made the blaze hard to fight. Explosions were heard. Locals reported flames reaching the roof and a pungent plastic smell. Roads were blocked and businesses closed. The sky turned black from smoke. Authorities haven't released casualty info. Employees speculated the fire started in the warehouse or production area. On November 27th, a tire plant in Huzhou and a building in Fujian caught fire. On the 26th, a blaze at Jinghabei Apartments in Hangzhou burned roads and buildings. Rescue teams blamed a construction accident. The fire was out by 9:11 a.m. with no injuries. On November 25th, a truck carrying new cars ignited on the Jingkan Expressway. Electric vehicles were incinerated. On the 25th, a video showed a large fire at Dalu Mountain, Guangdong, burning until evening. On the 26th, officials confirmed the alarm. The fire was out by 11:30 p.m., burning 10 acres with no casualties. Daluo Mountain is an ecological barrier. On November 24th, a paper factory in Guangzhou also caught fire. Thick smoke rose high. On the 24th, a fire hit Dezhou, Shandong. On the 23rd, footage showed an intense warehouse fire at Hong Food City in Guiyang. Netizens showed the chaotic aftermath. On November 18th, witnesses saw flames from a low-rise building spreading to adjacent structures, likely starting at a nearby auto maintenance center. Official reports are missing. On November 16th, a Huizhou furniture store burned. On November 9th, a fire hit the old Zhengquan aluminum factory in Chongqing. Old wiring and demolition work ignited flammable materials, causing rapid spread and significant losses. On October 28th, an abandoned factory in Shenzhen caught fire. Workers dismantling equipment likely caused the 200-square-meter fire. On October 23rd, a Huizhou factory blaze affected the entire 6th floor. Netizens worried about injuries. On November 29th, electric vehicles burned at a Hebei residential entrance. A blogger warned against indoor charging or parking e-vehicles in hallways to avoid fire risks. On November 28th, a fire hit a Heizei, Shandong residence. Residents found hydrants dry. The fire truck arrived but was initially blocked from entering the community. After forcing the gate, firefighters found all hydrants empty. The chief scolded the manager. They used truck water, but the delay caused one building to burn down completely. Netizens were shocked by consecutive disasters in Bozhou, Hong Kong, Kunming, Guangxi, and Jingzhou. "I've seen 10 big fires recently. It's unsettling," one commented. Man-made disasters are terrifying. The worst was Hong Kong's Hung Fook fire on November 26th. 128 dead, 79 injured, 100 plus missing. The buildings were surrounded by repair scaffolding. Netizens questioned the workers' origins. Officials suspect a scaffolding net ignited foam boards. Hong Kong emphasized the net was fire retardant, downplaying the scaffolding link. Hong Kong considers replacing bamboo with metal scaffolding, while mainland authorities reiterated their ban. However, netizens accused the government of scapegoating bamboo scaffolding. Bamboo has been safe for a century. A blogger revealed the fire-retardant net was made by a Shandong manufacturer for the contractor Hong Kong Hunga Construction. The certification came from a Shandong lab, replacing stricter Hong Kong standards to cut costs, compromising safety. The government has not responded to these criticisms. Lawyer Li Jianping called it mostly man-made, citing poor materials. He claimed Hong Kong is now just another CCP-controlled city, assimilated by mainland systems. He noted Hong Kong has adopted corrupt, corner-cutting practices. Writer Shang Xu added that Beijing now controls Hong Kong's political and regulatory laws via the national security law. Mainland companies now win Hong Kong contracts, introducing Tofu-Dreg quality. Cost-cutting and inferior materials in China have caused numerous bridge and building collapses over the years. These standards are exported. In March 2025, a Chinese-built audit building in Bangkok collapsed during a quake, killing 92. Now, these standards are entering Hong Kong. In July 2025, the North Link project will use mainland standards to speed up construction. New railway standards are being set, raising serious concerns about future safety. Shang Xu warned disasters were inevitable under the CCP system. Additionally, abnormal climate contributes to fires. China has seen little rain, dry air, and cold fronts recently. Even the south is unusually dry. Rainfall in central and eastern China is 80% below normal. On November 27th, southern humidity dropped below 30%, with some cities under 20%. Nanjing and Wuhan hit 14% humidity. Other cities like Shanghai and Shenzhen hovered around 20%. Luan, Hubei, dropped to a record-breaking 9% that afternoon. Yingshan and Yuexi also saw extreme dryness. Expert Yu Ran noted this rare aridity increases fire risks significantly compared to previous years. He emphasized these disasters reflect societal moral decay. He blamed the CCP's lack of virtue and human rights persecution for the nation's suffering.